Hi, my name is Mike Bonfils. I'm a Vietnam veteran. I served as a platoon commander with the United States Marine Corps. In April of 2016, I'm going to embark on a 6-month trek. I intend to walk the entire 2,180 miles of the Appalachian Trail. The Appalachian Trail is a national foot trail in the eastern part of the United States. 2,180 miles, covers 14 states. I have some background with the trail. In 1973, my sister walked the southern half of it, from Harper's Ferry to Georgia. And in 2009, my stepson walked the entire trail. But I was really drawn to it about 3 years ago, when I read a book by a man named Earl Schaefer. Earl Schaefer, in 1948, was the first person documented to have hiked the entire length of the trail. He started in Georgia and wound up in Maine. When asked why he was doing it, Earl said he was walking off the war. Earl was a World War II veteran. He had seen some horrific things. He had had friends die, and he was having trouble getting acclimated back to civilian life. His feet were back in the United States, but his head and his heart weren't quite there. So he took off on this walk. The problem is that today, 70 years later, there are still many veterans walking around there that haven't made it home yet. Their difficulties can vary from total disability to very, very minor disability. They're suffering from something called P.T.S.D, a term that was designated in the 1980s, post-traumatic stress disorder. When you're in combat, you see things and you do things that you perhaps don't want to remember, and many veterans have trouble coming back and separating what happened over there to what's going on over here. By some estimates, there are over 750,000 veterans from Vietnam, Iraq, and Afghanistan walking around with post-traumatic stress disorder. It breaks my heart every time I read about these people. The disability, as I said, can be minor all the way up to extreme. Every 22 minutes, every 65 minutes, 22 times a day, 8,000 times a year, a veteran commits suicide. This perhaps could be considered the end game of PTSD. So I wanted to know what I could do to help them, and I started doing some research, and I came across a website called Warrior Hike. Warrior Hike was started by a man named Sean Gobin. He too is a Marine veteran. He served 3 tours in Iraq, 1 in Afghanistan. And he came back and hiked the Appalachian Trail as a chance for him to decompress. But partway through, he realized that he could use this to try and help other veterans who were struggling. So he has established a program called Warrior Hike. Sean takes veterans suffering from PTSD, outfits them, and walks them on the Appalachian Trail and various other national foot trails, the Pacific Crest Trail, the Continental Trail. So I decided that I would try and get money raised for Warrior Hike. And that's the whole purpose of this hike, the whole purpose of this website, to get you to donate and try and help these poor souls that are out there that can't come home. I'm not making any money on this. Every penny you donate will go directly to Warrior Hike. Take a look around the website. We have information about PTSD. We have information about the Appalachian Trail. We have information about the hike, which is not really too much information yet, but as I get out there on the hike, I will be sending back pictures and videos and other information so you can actually follow me. So enjoy the site. I would ask you if you can find it in your heart to donate money. There's a donate button right there. You can push it and the money will go directly to Warrior Hike. But if you can't donate money, I'd like you to at least be aware of the problem. And maybe the next time you see a homeless person in the street, it could possibly be a military veteran suffering from PTSD. Thank you.